Hi, this is the CSS exercise from the Front-End Fundamentals course associated with using reflow techniques to dynamically change a web page based on the size of the screen a particular user happens to be using to view the document. So this is the large size. We're going to introduce three sizes: large, intermediate and small. But this is the large size page, if you like. It's a desktop browser size. And this page has just got standard CSS style sheet applied to it from the previous exercises. In the previous exercises, we changed the H1 header size so that we changed its font and we changed its color. We changed the body so that we had a uniformity right the way through the document. We changed the H2 text size, and so this page that you see in front of you here has inherited all of those style sheet values. But what we're going to do is, as the page size is changed, so as we change the size of the browser, the information on the page will change dynamically because the different style sheets will be applied. So if we go down through the style sheet code, you can see when we reach this media rule for screens of a maximum width of 400 pixels, you'll see that we're going to have a greater specificity for the H1 header value. So the font size is going to change associated with that header, H1 header. The H2 font size is also going to change. The background color is going to change, and we're going to lose things like, for instance, the emojis associated with the unordered list elements. So here at the moment in the large size, you can see that we've got a number of avocado emojis associated with the ingredients, which has taken the place of bullet points from an unordered list table. They're going to go as we get to the very small size screen. In preparation, this is just going to stay the same, but we're going to lose things like emojis because these are too large for the small screen and they'll make the page look poorly laid out to the user. If we go to the intermediate, we're going to keep a number of items because we'll have inherited those from the base style sheet, and we're going to respecify a number of other items. So we're going to respecify the background, so we're going to change the color of the background. We're going to change the font size, so this will be slightly bigger than when it's on the smallest screen. The H1 header values will go to 30 pixels and H2 header values go to 20 pixels. And we're going to change the emojis associated with the unordered list. So you can see here the unordered list is going to change to a bullet.gif image, which you'll see rendered to the page in a second. And then this one here is when the minimum width is equal to 751 or greater. You'll see that this standard style sheet that you've got in front of you is applied. So this is the one where it's 751 or greater, and this one is being applied. So as we scoot down the size of the screen, you'll see that it will dynamically change. So as I move across and it changes the size of the screen, there we go. So the background colour has changed. So if you like, we're now on to this particular set of style sheet rules. So the screen is obviously between 401 and 750 pixels in size, and this list item here associated with the unordered list has changed. So in the unordered list we have these bullets now, which have taken over from the avocado emojis, which would have been too big for this particular screen real estate. We've kept one of them, and you can see the relative sizes. So you can see that the H2 header size has gone down, and so has the H1, and we've changed the colour of the fonts. So moving to the even smaller size of screen, you'll see that this will change as we get to here. And now you can see that this really picks up. It's a nice background colour because it gives good definition to the information on the page. My favourite food, avocado smash, the H1 value has dropped right down, but it still renders nicely. H2 has dropped down, but once again it renders nicely to the viewer. Changed the font with those span elements in the page so they pop out with this particular background. And as I spoke of before, you can see that the emojis associated with the ingredients unordered list, the list items emojis, have now disappeared completely. So this is much clearer. The avocados simply would have looked ridiculous on this particular size of real estate. And finally, I've taken out the rather large emoji that was associated with the enjoy element. And that's it. Thank you.